have over here. I
Yeah.
mean, I think the tallest one, and I'm sure people will correct me, is like 10 stories, I believe. So coming, and then it's just one. Coming over here to Orlando and seeing all these beautiful, beautiful buildings, and I mean, they're all different and they all have their uniqueness about them. And seeing the skyline is just beautiful. And on top of that, Lake Eola, really, really nice. I'm really happy to be living in Orlando.
And Central Florida in general. I don't even necessarily mean like downtown Orlando. I just mean Central Florida is a pretty cool place to live. We have good restaurants now. I would have never thought it. You know, even when I have friends from out of town, like people who I went to law school with in Boston or whatever, like Orlando. Well, it's Disney. I think sometimes people still have that feeling that Orlando is just this Disney World thing, and it's not. I mean, we have a really cool town. Brianna, what are your thoughts on Orlando and living here?
I like living here. It's pretty cool.
And you're from what, Jackson? You moved
Military
around a lot,
brat.
right?
I did.
Where else do you live?
We've lived in. I moved here. I went to high school in Jacksonville. I've lived in Georgia, New York, Germany, Cuba, Virginia. I know I'm missing one.
And where was your favorite spot other than Orlando?
I don't really. Have
I don't
a
want to
favorite
alienate
spot.
the audience.
I don't really have a favorite spot.
No?
No. I mean, I like Virginia because I like living up north because I could experience all 4 seasons, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Because Florida has 2 seasons: hurricane season and summer. But yeah,
Love it.
no. I think I like that.
Favorite restaurants in Orlando, and second question to that. On a holiday like Easter, Mother's Day, Christmas, do you go out to a restaurant for brunch or do you make said brunch at home?
Well, one of my favorite restaurants, it's a two-part question, 2 questions. One of the restaurants that I really like is Hillstone
Yeah.
because of the Hawaiian ribeye.
I'm supposed to have lunch there today, actually, but I think I'm canceling.
And if the really?
well,
if the artichokes are in season,
Yeah.
or get the artichoke dish
yeah?
that they have, it's delicious, delicious, delicious.
Are we not
second,
sure?
another one? Huh?
I like Bosphorus over in Winter Park.
Turkish.
Love it.
Really?
Yes, the lamb. It's all me.
Brianna, favorite restaurants in Orlando? And it doesn't have to be Orlando. It could be, outside of town too, but
Yeah, I don't.
nothing comes to mind.
No, nothing really comes to mind. I mean, I just love food, but
All right, well, let's go to the next question. Easter, happy Easter weekend to you, first of all. On holidays like Easter, you know these holidays, they have a certain feel to them. It's always on a Sunday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, even Father's Day is not as important as Mother's Day, it seems like to me.
Thank you.
I really believe
It
that.
is.
No, it really isn't.
Of course it is.
Well, maybe because I'm a father, and I
Well,
grew up with a
it's
single
both.
mom, so Mother's Day was always super important to me. Anyway, brunch at a restaurant, deal with the crowds. You can even throw New Year's Eve dinner into this too, because it's when restaurants are all a huge pain. You know what I mean? It's just a nightmare, really. Do we make brunch reservations and go out, or do we do something at home? Allie Mack.
Well, for me, I've done both.
Okay.
So I enjoy cooking if I have somebody to cook with. I don't like cooking by
Yeah.
myself. So if I have somebody that comes over, or my husband wants to cook, and then we'll do a really nice brunch and have the kids over. Or nobody wants to cook, but we want to eat and drink our mimosas. We'll go to brunch.
Brianna. Brunch out at a restaurant or home?
brunch out in a restaurant. Normally for the holidays, especially like holidays that celebrate the women and the matriarchs of our family, we like to dine and wine them and take them out. And we'll do. I know a couple of years ago, we both my mother and my husband's mother was in town, and we did that annual brunch up in the Citrus Club. And
Yeah.
they loved it. They had such a good time. But stuff like that, I think to make them feel extra special, because we can cook for them whenever, I guess.
Okay, so both. I mean, it sounds like both.
They're not impressed with our cooking
How
anymore.
about you?
I can tell you exactly what I do, and I do the same thing every holiday. In my head,
Oh, in your
I'm planning to go. We're going to get dressed up and go out to brunch. I'm going to make reservations, and it's going to be a wonderful brunch.
yeah.
Then
Oh,
I wake up on Sunday, tired, realize I never made any reservations, and we make something at home. Happens every holiday.
oh.
Yeah.
Did you make reservations?
Absolutely not.
Oh, but you still have time.
You do.
Well, here's the deal.
Let me make a reservation for you right now.
Yeah, here's the deal. So I told you earlier about a picnic basket. We were going to go do a
Yes.
picnic, but the weather this weekend's not
Oh,
so
yeah.
hot. You know
Today,
what I mean?
starting I think at 1:00.
So I don't know. We'll see how this picnic goes.
little crazy.
At least maybe I'll get out of learning how to fish.
Oh, I think that you should definitely learn and definitely teach your daughter Sophia.
Yeah, at the little the little beach condo we have, I actually have, because the thought of going out, at dusk or dawn, sitting on the beach and throwing your pole out there, sounds so relaxing to me. But the
It is.
thought of getting that pole and like putting the line through the little holes and tying a hook on it and going to buy, now that sounds terrible to me.
It does.
Like if I had someone with me who would do all that,
Like
heavenly. But the other part of it, ooh, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm capable of it. But again, in my backyard, we live on a lake. By lake, I mean pond. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
they're
God.
not like water skiing in my backyard by any stretch of the imagination. But in Florida, we call them lakes. But in Tennessee, they call them ponds for sure. I can fish out there because it's like these little, it's like these little rods. It's kind of fun. Sophia and I go out there all the time. But I just don't think I've graduated to. I have like an associate's degree in fishing, let's say, whereas you need a master's to go fish in the ocean. What? Why are you shaking your head? It's messed up. You're already calling me short. Now you're saying I'm like not a manly man because I don't know how to fish in the ocean. A lot of dudes don't know how to fish in the ocean.
Word.
And then here's the next problem. What if, heaven forbid, I'm out there just chilling and like some big fish actually bites it and I reel it in?
What do you do?
I'm
Then
going to
what?
take it off?
Now what?
I mean, I better
gotta
have...
poke its eye. Poke its eye.
No, I would never do that. You're going to get us in big trouble for saying that. Please say you were joking.
I was joking.
But seriously, what am I going to do? I have a shark with teeth, and I'm going to like take the hook out of this thing? Are you kidding me? How am I going to do that?
Well, that's what you do.
I don't know how to do that.
Take pliers. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember my dad taking some kind of pliers because that's happened to it.
But that's why I like fishing with like more manly men who do all that sort of thing. Because I know if we were going to catch a shark, they're going to take it off for me. I'm not going to be stuck doing that. I wouldn't
Well,
know
why
what
don't
to
you
do.
learn how to do it? Be comfortable doing it.
There it is.
I think it comes from growing up without a dad. Really, no one like took me around to do that sort of thing. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loser.
I think we should go fishing one show. We should have a fishing show. Let's bring a fishing person over here.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
idea.
somebody that is very.
Do we know any professional fishermen?
I'm
Maybe
not
we
sure.
should. Maybe what we could do
Orlando.
is invite an offshore fisherman person in here, and we'll talk about it, and we'll get a free charter out of it. We'll be like, hey man, we're interested, and we're really interested in what you have to say.
Just don't watch this show.
But we'd really like to come out and get a full idea of what you really do out there.
Yeah,
Can you take us out, 20, 30 miles, do some fishing?
that's far.
And then
Right,
you-
like
That's like
Nah.
deep sea fishing.
You gonna
I
hit
have
Q-
to
That's
Yeah.
what
get-
I'm talking
That far.
about. Deep sea fishing. That's what I want to do. Why not?
As long as I have cell phone connection,
Well, I know.
no sir. Take me back.
no service.
I know one thing that is very important to me and all of us. We hope that you and your family has the most outstanding Easter weekend. Whatever you're going to do, whether it's going to be brunch, whether you're going to spend time together, we just hope that it's amazing time together. Whatever religion you are, I know that it's a great time to be with your family.
It is.
And happy Easter weekend to you, Allie Mack, and
Thank
to
you.
you, Brianna.
Thank you.
Always great spending time with you. And I don't know much, but I do know one thing.
What is
I'll
that?
see you right back here next week on ESPN 580 Orlando.